Beta. We went then to a smaller room, smaller than the main gallery, the ceiling, however, no less high, the clouds no less thunderous against the glass panes above our heads. It was a smaller space, true, but larger in a sense, more real, to me at least, being full of things for touching. Here, my guide said, in front of you, there. I put out my hands and found a tacky cylinder, something like a candlestick, squat, fluted, anchored to its spot, and close beside there was another, and another. I counted 8 in total. Columns, I said, a model of the temple. So there I was, before the portico, my wrists upon the steps, my fingers running up the columns, a double row supporting the pediment, a gable framed by the roof, which, corrugated, stretched beyond my grasp towards my watching guide. Now then, I said, addressing them, I invite you to close your eyes and choose a corner, a patch to sense with just your hands. Wait, they said, I forget, am I east, north, or west? The model stood upon a plinth, and on its side my fingers quickly found embossed a braille panel. It told me W, big W. So west I was, and opposite my guide was east. I have here, they said, the same as you. I'm in front of the east portico, the east entrance to the temple. Here are the columns, and above them the pediment, a stage where once there was a host of statues ranged in a line. It's empty now, I perceive, and just below the pediment, where the column tops end square, I'm finding a kind of horizontal border. Yes, I said, and at my position in the west, my fingers felt the border they described, and along its length I found 2 plaques of 3 lines apiece. They framed a smooth space, a void, where the metope sculptures would have been, my guide said, but now there's just a space. They've chosen not to represent the sculptures on this model, not the pediment, nor the metopes, nor the carvings on the frieze. Well, I made my disconcerted way around the border of the model of the temple, my fingers marking column after column. Then I wandered up the flutes and strayed to the empty spaces, to the voids where once there could be seen cavalry, suddenly at a gallop, then people ordered in a line, they processed, shuffling, a holy mantle in their hands, and here sacrificial bulls being led, mostly placid, but one, smelling blood, resists, and they tackle him. My fingers came to rest on the steps of the model of the temple, on the plinth, in the room of a building which itself was modelled on the temple which this was a model of. Then, like some avenging god, I thrust my hands in through the columns toward the temple's inner structure, where there was, I knew, a golden statue of Athena. But against my wrists the columns closed like cliffs, and what I found inside was instead a box, smooth, impenetrable, nondescript.